Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I always say this and you guys always like, but this is gonna ever actually record on a steady. So I've been very busy with life and I'm sure you guys have been very busy with life as well. So today let's go straight to the point. So I'm gonna be talking about giving yourself some credit. So the fact that you're not where you thought you'd be by this time of the year doesn't actually mean that you're in the same spot you were last year, this time last year. I mean, maybe you're not exactly where you thought you're supposed to be by this time of the year, but hey, give yourself some credit, give yourself some slack, for heaven's sake. You know, society tends to give this definition of what being successful is, and unfortunately, most of us, including myself, have at some point decided to go with that definition. When you have a particular job, when you're at a particular point of your life and have so many things going well for you. Yes, I mean everyone wants to have things going well for them. You need to understand this, however, that just because you know where you thought you were going to be at this particular point doesn't mean that you haven't actually grown from where you were at this time last year. And that's because we tend to give a particular definition, a particular term and condition to what success is. And if we are a particular stage or our particular phase of life is not in tune with that definition, we tend to see it as failure, and that is not the case. Everybody's pace is different. Everybody's purpose in life is different. Everybody's pace, yes, is different. I wonder what I mean by pace. I mean, just because A, B, C, D, I mean, I'm married, for example, and you are single, doesn't mean that, you know, your life is going to come to a halt or your life is going to come to an end. That's just end. So you need to stop giving life's definition, society's definition, as your own definition of success. You need to stop putting so much pressure on yourself and give yourself some credit. I mean, look at the bright side of things. A, B, C, D have gotten to a particular stage of their lives, but you never know. They might actually be wishing to be in your own shoes. No matter how bad things are for you, everything cannot be going wrong at the same time, and that's the truth. You need to not look at one thing that's not growing as fast as everything not going fast for you. Life is a step-by-step process. You need to stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Yes, set time frames, set time goals, set like a map to where exactly you want to be at a particular stage. However, if things are not going in that pace, doesn't mean you are a failure, guys. You need to understand this. I mean, at some particular point in my life when I thought, you know what, like things are not actually going the way I thought they were supposed to go, because I mean, like I said earlier on, I had this definition of what of what being successful should be or is, and then when my life was not in tune with that definition, in line with that definition, I was like, hey, why am I so much of a failure? And I began to see things. I began to do a lot of research on myself. I began to have a lot of personal time to revolve around, okay, what exactly is success? My own definition of success is definitely different from your own definition of success. However, give yourself some slack, because I mean, like, yeah, everybody wants to be successful, obviously. I want to be successful. I'm sure you also want to be successful. But that doesn't mean that because you're not in a particular phase again or stage of your life again, doesn't mean that you're not successful. Doesn't mean you haven't grown. If you think back and think about where you were this time last year, I'm sure it's not this particular stage of life you were. So, you know, in as much as it doesn't seem like growth, it is growth, regardless of how fast, you know, you would term your own what's it called, your own stage, or I guess stage is the word. So yeah, give yourself some slack, give yourself some credit whenever you do something and it's not as perfect or as successful as you think it's supposed to be. The fact that you tried still distinguishes you from someone that didn't even try in the first place. So you know what, give yourself some slack. Give yourself some credit, praise yourself. Sometimes look into the mirror and be like, yo, is that me? Ha, yeah. Anyways, let's not get so playful. The fact is, give yourself some slack, give yourself some credit, praise yourself once in a while, but don't get too distracted, don't get too carried away. You know, we don't want to stay on the same stage of life regardless of not putting ourselves under pressure, but we need to set time frames, we need to set time scales so that we can at least, you know, map out everything that we have set on as goals for the year. It's almost the end of it's the end of the year, and so many people will be going through their journals that wrote down goals for 2017, and then it feels like, I mean, some people might be like, oh my god, I didn't do this in 2017. I mean, I'm one of those people like, oh my god, yeah, but guess what? I mean, things happen, right? Sometimes a lot of hindrances, and sometimes because we fail to plan, we plan to fail, and then we actually don't put some things into consideration, and then we begin to see again that we begin to think that we are a failure because we didn't do certain things. So again, give yourself some credit, praise yourself. Do not see every setback as a failure, but see it as a means of coming back. You might fall 7 times, but you need to understand that the 8th time you rise up. You know what? Like I said, you rise up, and this time stronger, better, because givers never slack. Slackers never give. Joking. But anyways, in the most serious note, give yourself some credit. Love yourself today. Love yourself tomorrow. Love yourself always. And love your family. Life is too short, but always give yourself some slack and give yourself some credit. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't go with the whole society's, oh, by 25 I have to be married, by 25 I have to have a boyfriend, by 25 you gotta put a ring on it. Well, I mean, if that happens, oh well and good, but don't think at a certain age you have to have done certain things. Obviously, I mean, at every certain age you feel like, no, let me take that back. At a certain age you begin to have this thing of self-purpose, of self-determination. But then don't mistake that as putting so much pressure on yourself, where I see it as you understanding your purpose and trying to walk in line with that purpose, and not mistake it as a thing of I must succeed. Yes, you must succeed, but don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't align your own success story with any other person's success story, because like I always say, and I've said in my previous videos, everyone's story is different, everyone's life is different, everyone's pace is different, and just because you see glittery gold, it's not all that glitters that is gold. Some people, if not most people, if not all of us on earth, make people see only what we want them to see, make people hear only what we want them to hear. So I mean, don't judge a book by its cover. Enjoy your week, guys, and happy new year in advance. Hopefully we'll do another video soon. Love you guys. Bye.